Did y'all watch episode 1 of season 2 of The Mandalorian? Of course you did. Did y'all love episode 1 of season 2 of The Mandalorian? Of course you did. Did any of you brain-dead, simple-minded morons notice any of the stupid throughout episode 1 of season 2 of The Mandalorian? Of course not! But don't worry, in this video, I'm going to discuss all the stupid, you brain-dead, simple-minded morons were too stupid to know was stupid. Because I'm here for you. I do this for you. It's just the kind of guy I am. Now, before we get to the episode proper, I have to discuss the new plot of the show, because the old plot about, the client actually wanting Baby Yoda, that apparently that's being put to the side right now. Now we're just gonna focus on Mando trying to return Baby Yoda to its kind. Here's the thing. I think the show is going to run into a little bit of a problem with that plot, because this show takes place a few years after the end of the original Star Wars trilogy. Well, during this time, there's I don't know how many Jedi there are. I don't even know if it's specified. But whatever few Jedi there are, they're all scattered throughout the universe. They're not all hiding like Obi-Wan were, but they're basically all over the universe. Who's he going to be finding? His only clue is the Jedi, because the armorer says, I know about a race of, a group of sorcerers called the Jedi. So Mando's only clue to work with, his only breadcrumb, is Jedi. Well, how's he gonna find the Jedi? Like, how is he gonna find the planet? Because again, he's got to go. He goes, "You expect me to search the galaxy for the home of this creature and deliver it to a race of enemy sorcerers?" And the armorer goes, "That is the way." And it's like, Vayos con Dios, dude. Good luck. Like, how is that supposed to work? But now we get to... Okay. So, Mando has a new quest to return Baby Yoda to its own kind. What's his plan to do this? He's going... Hold on, where is it? He wants to locate other Mandalorians so they can help guide him to where he needs to go. What are you talking about? Why would other Mandalorians be able to help him? He's a Mandalorian. He knows squat. The armorer, who is in charge of a covert, her only knowledge of the Jedi was the ancient stories of battle between the Mandalore the Great and the Order of Sorcerers called the Jedi. She doesn't even know anything about the Jedi. Why would any of the other Mandalorians have any goddamn knowledge of the Jedi? Okay? Who are hidden, scattered throughout the... How simple-minded are you morons? That this doesn't even make any sense. Except, here's the thing. How's this for a plan, bonehead? Okay? Hey, Mando, here's this for a plan. This is Star Wars universe. Why not go to a, civilized planet with all the advanced technology available in the Star Wars universe and ask anybody, hey, where can I get information on this creature? Anybody know what this creature is? Anybody know where it comes from? Anybody know any information about the Jedi? No. Why would he go to a civilized, advanced technological planet okay, and get information about the Jedi, get information about the Baby Yoda creature, when he can go to yet another backwater planet, okay, ask this one-eyed creature, I don't know if he even has a name, at the one-eyed creature at the wrestling match, right? This is what... So now remember, according to the show, the Mandalorians are dying. They're scattered all across the universe. Mando apparently has no way of knowing how to contact any other covert. Never asked the armorer to go, any other coverts, within the galaxy you could guide me to? No, that would make sense. Who does he go to get information about other Mandalorian coverts? He goes to this one-eyed guy who doesn't even know about Mandalorian coverts. Because this one-eyed creature, right, what he does is he basically goes after coverts that have been decimated and then steals the Beskar armor. So Mando goes to him, can I have some information about any of the Mandalorians and the coverts so that I can go to them? Except this one-eyed creature has absolutely no information about any coverts. He knows about one Mandalorian, who's not even a Mandalorian, who lives in a forgotten a town that's been wiped out of memory on Tatooine. He doesn't even know about other Mandalorian coverts. Like, how pathetic is this show? The Mando literally goes to this one-eyed guy specifically because he should know about information about other Mandalorian coverts. But doesn't even know about any other doesn't give him any information about other Mandalorian coverts. He doesn't even go, well, here's some Mandalorian coverts, but I do know about this one Mandalorian on Tatooine, and he's the closest one. No, the only Mandalorian he even knows about is in Mos Pelgo, an unknown town on Tatooine. How would he even know about the Marshal? And even if he does, why wouldn't he have gone and basically gotten the Marshal's armor? If this one-eyed creature, okay, hunts Mandalorians and gets Mandalorians to get their armor, and he knows about this one Mandalorian, yet somehow doesn't know he's not actually a real Mandalorian. He's just some guy wearing Boba Fett's old armor. Like, why wouldn't the information that he got about this Mandalorian be, it's just some guy wearing Beskar steel armor? But this show needs to have some bullshit, boneheaded way to get Mandalorian to yet another backwards planet in the middle of nowhere. Oh, so he gets... I love this. I love how full of shit this show is in regards to the technology. The whistling birds. How do the whistling birds work? Because he's surrounded by 6 or 7 guys, all of them aiming their blasters at him. He just pushes the button and the whistling birds know exactly where their targets are. I mean, even in Iron Man, right? In the first Iron Man, when he uses the missiles to take out the guys who are holding hostages, even that at least has a computer display to even at least set up the targets. In Star Wars, what does he use? The Force? There's literally no explanation on how the whistling birds are able to even find their targets. It's just constantly But then we have Baby Yoda's crib. God, I love the absolute bullshit surrounding Baby Yoda's crib. So in this episode, you have, Baby Yoda's crib beside Mando. The fight's about to start. Mando kicks the crib away. But again, there's this whatever force field generated to keep Baby Yoda's crib a certain amount of distance. But apparently, you can kick the crib away and it won't come back. You can kick it away and it'll stay out of the way until the show needs the fight to be over. But then, if that bullshit wasn't enough, Mando ends up going to chase the one-eyed guy. The crib is still back at the auditorium or wherever it was, right? It isn't until after Mando captures the one-eyed guy, strings him up, and hangs him up by the light post. All of a sudden, Baby Yoda's crib is beside him. How does that work? Like, seriously, someone needs to tie down Jon Favreau or any of the writers of this show to actually explain how that crib works, because it's magic. There's literally it literally works however the show needs it. I love this crib. I love the technology of this show. It's such bullshit. And did any of you simple-minded morons notice or care? Of course not. It doesn't matter to you. This show can do whatever the hell it wants. You're too stupid to even care about any problems. So he gets to Tatooine and he meets the mechanic, right? And we get all that stupid with the map over. I'm not going to get into it. I got enough stupid to deal with. But I love this. I love this line. This made no sense. So the mechanic tells Mando that he shouldn't take the ship because they'll see him coming. And so what? Like, what? Why would that even make a difference? Like, so what? So if he takes the speeder, he will be able to what? Sneak up on them? Why? What's the point? But then we get the Marshal. Oh my God, the Marshal. Okay, I love this. The level. So, because the Marshal ends up revealing he's not a Mandalorian and just some human wearing Boba Fett's armor, Mando goes to the Marshal and says, "Give me the armor or I'll take it off of you." And they're getting ready for a showdown to shoot each other like some old Western. I don't know how that works. I don't know why Mandalorian just says, either give it to me or I'll take it off you. He pauses. Just shoot him. Just shoot him. This isn't the OK Corral. This isn't a gunfight between you and the sheriff to see who draws first. This is not. I know it's portraying it as a Western, but it's not a Western. This is Mando with some human who's wearing Mandalorian armor. Give me the armor now, or you're dead. No, we gotta have a shootout and staring contest. But then, rumbling starts. You start hearing rumbling. And the Marshal goes, hold on a second, wait a minute. And he leaves out, and Mando lets him. What? How do you get to call out a timeout? He literally, Mando wants the armor. No, hold on, timeout. There's a rumbling happening outside. Let's go see. Now, the Marshal should already know what that is. But he's going out and looking as if it's the first time it's happened. He's literally going, hold on. I need to see what that rumbling is. Is this the first time the dragon has appeared in town? No, it hasn't. Why is the Mandalorian not going, I don't give a rat's ass about the dragon. I'm not here about the dragon. Give me the armor. But then the marshal goes, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. Help me kill the dragon, and I'll give you the armor. Whoa, no. That's not the deal, bonehead. The deal was, give Mando the armor, or he'll take it off you. Now all of a sudden, the marshal is in a position to bargain and deal? What? Why would Mando even agree to this? There's literally zero reason. Like, if Mando had said no, what? The marshal would have gotten to keep the armor? No. Like this is so forced. You have to force why Mando even went to this planet to find a Mandalorian who isn't even a Mandalorian, that there's no way anybody would have even known about. And then the show had to force a way in which Mandalorian would help agree to fight the dragon he has absolutely no reason to agree to. So then we learn that the dragon has been, ransacking the town. Why don't the people leave? You are in an abandoned mining town with literally no communication with the outside world. You're not even worth being put on a map. So how do people even trade with you for your mining resources? You're a nothing town. Leave! You are living in the area of a dragon that is constantly eating your people and and the bankers and your livestock. No. Let's live here, and whenever it shows up, we'll just run into our houses. This is so stupid. Like, why are they still living there where a dragon consistently attacks them? And then the marshal says, I don't know, I can't kill it, but knows where the dragon lives. How? How would the marshal know where the dragon lives? Who cares? Who cares that there's literally no logistical reason of any kind for the marshal to know where the dragon lives? Then we get the history of Mos Pelgo, okay? Where the level of content, it's like every 10 minutes there's new stupid. So they just found out, guys, in the history, he explains how the second Death Star exploded, and then suddenly the mining collective moved in and took over. Okay, the mining collective, whoever they are, came in, took over, turned Mos Pelgo into a slave town. Okay? Now, he leaves. He's able to escape. Does he take the unguarded speeder? No. He goes, the show actually says, he goes, I took whatever supplies he could. No, he didn't. He literally just took the Cantono, I think it was called. All he did was take the Cantomo. That's it. No water, no food, didn't take the speeder, nothing. He literally just grabbed the Cantomo, or whatever it was called, the container, that just happened to have the crystals that was able to be traded with the Jawas for Boba Fett's armor. How goddamn convenient, like, how simple-minded is this show where the only thing he doesn't even stop to go and, like, get other supplies from somewhere else. So then he wanders the desert for days, no water, no food, no shelter. How? How does he survive in the middle of the desert with no water and no food for 3 days, I think? But he's still holding on to that container. won't let go of the container. Why? Why would he need to keep that container? He's lost in the middle of the desert. He's done for. No, must keep the container of crystals because eventually he's gonna come across Jawas who he can. Oh my God. You fans of this show are so goddamn simple-minded. It's astounding. So then he gets Boba Fett's armor, which apparently just fits so loosely on him, which I thought was really stupid, but whatever. And then goes back to Mos Pelgo, okay? If you thought the opening fight scene in episode 1 of season 1, where Mando is in the bar, in this one, he stands there, he faces down, 5 or 6 of the mining coalition workers, guns them all down. Only one guy gets to shoot, misses twice, and then eventually hits him right in the shoulder. And the marshal just stands there, doesn't even duck for cover. He just screw this. The script doesn't need me to actually dive for cover. I'll just stand still in the middle of a firefight with 5 other guys. At least it didn't hit him on the shoulder pad like every other episode in season 1. So he takes out 5 of the mining coalition guys, right? In the next scene, you see a half dozen of them, for some reason, just jump on a speeder and leave. And then he uses his missile to destroy them. And that's it! Just by clearing out those 12 people, those 12 mining coalition guys, he's freed the town! What are you talking about? Where's the mining coalition that took over? Apparently, it was a dozen guys that was... This is such lazy-ass, bullshit, simple-minded writing. And all of you who watched this episode and loved it are just simple-minded morons who literally have... So now... they're gonna go to the marshal is going to show the Mando where the cave of the dragon is. Why? What was their plan? They just went for a joyride. Hey, you got anything to do for the next couple of hours? No. Hey, let's go right out to the cave where the dragon is. No plan on actually dealing with it, but luckily, there were Tusken Raiders there who were also there to kill the dragon. What was their plan to kill the dragon? There was only a handful of them with blaster rifles. What was their plan to kill the dragon? There was none. They take the bantha, put it in front of the cave opening. The dragon comes out, eats the Tusken Raider, and then that was it. Oh, I guess that plan didn't work. What? How was it supposed to succeed? It was supposed to what? Eat the bantha and then sleep? And then what? There's no plan on how to kill the dragon. So now they have a new plan. They're going to join forces. To go kill the dragon. Here's the plan. Okay? According to the Tusken Raiders, the dragon only has one weak spot, which is the belly. The dragon's belly is its weak spot. How did the Tusken Raiders find out? Because they were wrong. You see, when they buried the explosives and it blew up on the belly of the dragon, it didn't kill it. It wasn't the weak spot of the dragon. So why would the Tusken Raiders say that the weak spot of the dragon was its belly when it wasn't? And then when it didn't work, did anybody go, hey, wait a minute, that didn't work? No, nobody questions how it didn't work. The marshal doesn't go, hey, wait a minute, the Tuskens were wrong, that didn't work. It's like, so what's their new plan? What's their backup plan? Let's shoot it with our blaster rifles. But because we're doing, but we'll do it from the air, and that'll suck. Like, how is the Mandalorian is an idiot, and they don't even order the townsfolk to retreat, going, this didn't work. The explosion didn't work. It didn't kill the dragon. We're screwed. Everybody run and get lost. No! Let's stick around and keep attack. Oh, I forgot about the show. I got it. This is my favorite scene. This is my favorite line in the whole episode. Is when the marshal tells Mando, you can't bring your ship because the dragon will sense the vibrations and it'll stay underground. Now, as hilarious as that line is, it's the fact that I actually have to explain to those of you watching this and who loved this episode, I actually have to explain to you brain-dead, simple-minded morons why that line is so goddamn stupid and pathetic. You see, if Mando brought his ship, that would have killed the dragon. He would have been able to use his ship, those ship's weaponry, to kill the dragon. Well, if you did that, you wouldn't have had the 20-minute bullshit fight scene at the end of the episode. It would have simply have been Mando bringing his ship, targeting the dragon, and just firing at it till it blew up and was killed. Well, you can't have that. So the writers are going, well, we can't do that. What do we do? How do we get it so that Mando can't bring his ship? Do they come up with the idea of his ship was damaged and that's why he was forced landing or whatever? There was some type of malfunction? No, they don't even have the brain power to come up with that. They come up with, this is their blatantly forced bullshit pathetic excuse to get so that Mando can't bring his ship. The dragon will sense the ship and it won't come, it'll stay underground. Tell me, those of you who watched this episode, even if you missed all the other stupid in this episode, tell me you at least realized what a blatantly forced bullshit justification that was to get it so that Mando couldn't bring his ship. Tell me you at least caught that. I love this. This show goes out of its way to aspire to the pinnacle of bullshit and stupid. But then we have at the end on how, okay, so Mando, right? I love how he had to, it's not like he even had this as a backup plan. He basically made this up as he went along oh look, there's a bantha with explosives on it. Hey, here's an idea. He never actually thought that up as a backup plan or it came across him. By pure fluke, this is how inept a bounty hunter, the Mando is, okay? But then the show had to top itself because your audience members No matter what this show does, you don't care. And this proves it beyond any shadow of a doubt. Which is kind of irrelevant because almost every episode proves beyond a shadow of a doubt what kind of stupid idiots you are, but whatever. So he gets it so that the dragon not only, eats the bantha, but Mando's taken too. Like, I literally thought Mando would have flew off at the last second, but he gets eaten by the dragon. No, he doesn't. He gets eaten by the dragon and then just flies out like a couple of seconds later. But like, if the dragon had stayed underground, what was Mando's plan? There was none. But he gets to be eaten, swallowed and eaten, and 10 seconds later, can fly out like it never happened at all. I mean, come on. Even a 6-year-old should have looked at that and go, how did he survive? But this show is just, I love this show, okay? The level of stupid required to get this show going from the start to the end is just astounding. But then we get Boba Fett. We see Boba Fett, right? And it's like, well, wait a minute. How long? Like, did Boba Fett just show up for the fight against the dragon? Like, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Boba Fett going, he's obviously there for his armor. So does he know about the Marshal having his armor? Well, he's a bounty hunter. Why wouldn't Boba Fett have snuck into the town or whatever and killed the Marshal and retrieved his, armor? Just there's no point explaining how stupid. Whatever. Anyways, that's episode 1. Now, obviously, I skipped a bunch of stuff, but I wanted to keep this video as close to half an hour as possible, so I skipped stuff. I apologize if I didn't mention all the stupid, just the ones that I wrote down and thought was worth mentioning. Anyway, that's it for this episode. See you in episode 2. See ya.